how did you get where you are at now? And I tell them, the Boys and Girls Club. And they're like, what's that? I'm like, do you see that little place next to the skate park? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, that's the place that taught me everything I know. I was 5 years old when I came to the United States as an immigrant. We walked for many hours. First grade came around and my dad came from Mexico, and that relationship with my mom was very abusive. We moved because it was for our protection. We moved a lot. My mom was a single mom. She had to work 2 jobs sometimes. So I was always the oldest sister with my little brother, and I had to take care of him all the time, help him with his schoolwork. I had to learn everything on my own. I'm like, oh, this is how you do it. I was going through a rough spot at high school. I was just missing school. I'm like, I'm done with school. Like, I don't want to be in school anymore. And my counselor kept pushing me in. And I remember one day where I walked in, and I remember I saw Haley. And I remember Haley invited me in, and I sat down. It's just like, you're gonna do a resume. That was the start to everything at the Boys and Girls Club. I think you'd be amazing for the T3 program. I think that's what it was called. And I was like, yeah, sure. I had no idea what I was signing up for, but I was like, yeah, sure. Okay, you're gonna do your resume because you're gonna be going into interview for the city for an internship that you're gonna be doing. And then they placed us at the best fit, and for me it was at the library. I think for me the moment that I got empowered was being in that interview. I think it was 7 people in that interview, and it felt like all these people are here to know what I'm capable of doing. I mean, even at 15, being in front of 7 adults trying to interview you for an internship, I think that moment I realized I have so much potential. If they're here listening to me, it's because I am worth something. I think stepping into the Boys and Girls Club was a huge shift in my perspective. But by being in the Boys and Girls Club, it was a place where you felt welcomed. You can be whoever you wanted to be. My mom, being single mom, she never got to take us skiing or water rafting, flying an airplane. I got to fly an airplane. I don't think a lot of people can say that, and that Boys and Girls Club opened those doors for me and letting me know that there's so much more to life out there. Just before my senior year, we got our permanent residence card, and I remember my counselor telling me, you can go to college now. There's no excuse. I was like, well, I don't know how to apply to college. I'm going to be the first one in my family. And I remember Haley started helping me out. She's like, well, every time we go to a different school, look at them, see which one you like. And we went to Pacific University, and I remember telling myself, I'm gonna come here. So I went with Chemeketa, and I was there for 2 years, and then I transferred to Pacific University at the Woodburn campus. I didn't know about scholarships or grants or financial aid. I didn't know anything about that. I think that came with being a first generation student trying to go into college because you have no one to guide you. The Boys and Girls Club was there to guide you through every little step that I feel everybody else kind of overlooks. I always knew I wanted to be a teacher. I love coming into my school, my classroom, and I love getting that hug from every student when they walk in. The feeling of knowing that you're teaching these kids how to do something in 2 languages, and then them telling me, I did it because of you, teacher. That makes me happy because I know that they're learning something. Something that I want them to learn is being bilingual is a superpower. Be able to look at their teacher and be I can be like her because of the Boys and Girls Club. I think it taught me to take back ownership of that, being bilingual and being proud of being bilingual. You taught me the type of teacher I wanted to be for my students. Thank you. First of all, a big, big thank you, because I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for all those people that supported me, pushed me, kept telling me, you can do it. And I always tell myself, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. I feel like every community needs is a Boys and Girls Club, a group of people that show you and tell you that you can do it. Because if I didn't have that, I wouldn't be here. And here I am because the Boys and Girls Club opened that window, those doors to a whole different world that I didn't know existed. Without a doubt, the Boys and Girls Club changed my life.